Testing, testing, this is my kitchen. I hope you like it. Hey, I am at home and I am in my comfy outfit. It's so comfy, it's amazing. And I'm in my kitchen because I promised you guys that I'm gonna do a kitchen tour. So I'm gonna do today a kitchen tour, as promised. So I have asked you guys to send me some questions via this platform and also via Instagram. So I am gonna go through those questions and answer them as best as I possibly can and just give you a little tour.
First question. Where is your lovely lamp from?
Oh, my lamp, that one over there. I imagine that must be that one. That one is from B&Q, and actually I bought that one before the kitchen was actually done, and I remember specifically the postman coming and saying, oh, you know, is it coming to an end soon, your renovation? Because it's been going on for like a year. And I was like, no, but I'm just hopeful. And he said, oh, you know, everyone goes through that phase at some point. Yeah, that's where from, B&Q.
How are the cabinets organised?
Oh, so often like when you're designing kitchen, you go to like a kitchen designer and then they help you like lay out where the cabinets were. But I was like, no, it's got to be exactly how I want it. So I went with a company called DIY Kitchens. So you can get a plan from like Howdens and then send it to them and then they just make it up. But I wanted to sort it all myself. So I had like paper and pen, and I did it all like drawing like this measurement here, this cabinet's this width, this. And I just made sure that all the storage made sense for me. So on the island, the drawers below me are everything that I'm gonna need for baking. So I've got a specific drawer for like random baking utensils, like rolling pins and all that stuff. And then I've also got the bin on the island, which is so good. And I didn't even fully realize how amazing that is. But when you have flour on your work surface, you literally just like go like that to the bin and it goes straight in and it's like, whoa. And then the other thing is obviously all the cutlery drawers is on the island because I use like loads of spoons for baking. All the bowls are on the island and loads of drawers because drawers are a much more efficient and better way to organise things than cupboards, because with cupboards you get things lost at the back. And then in the pantry, I've got specific, like I've got a sprinkle drawer, a drawer full of just my biscuit cutters, like cookie cutters. So before I used to have all my cookie cutters in one basket, and every time I needed to find one, what I'd do is I'd tip it all on the floor, and I'd be like this, and then I'd get the one I needed, and then I'd put everything back in the basket. But now it's like, woo, it's all in here. Yay! And most of like the things that I need to see, like ingredients wise, I put them up on the shelves in the pantry, which is very unorganized at the moment. I really want to get like, you know, when you get like glass jars and storage things and have it all like super organized. That's my dream.
Favourite small appliances and utensils?
Ooh, I have very, very many favorite gadgets. So number one, of course, my KitchenAid, which I've had with me. It was about a year before Bake Off, and Nabil bought it for me as a Christmas present. I've just recently bought a rice cooker, which I've never used, but in my head it's a favourite thing, but I haven't yet tested that theory out. A spice grinder, so good. If you buy like cardamom and you want to grind that up rather than use a pestle and mortar, it's like no energy and it's like magic, you just go bzzz. A food processor, toaster, microwave, that's how my gel said, microwave. I feel like I should name all my appliances like things like that. Instead of saying toaster, I could go like toaster. Behind me, I've got like a diffuser and it just like lets this vapor evaporate and it like smells nice. But the only issue is sometimes like it tricks your eye and then because it's right next to the oven and you think something's burning in the oven and like steam's escaping. But it's cool other than that.
I would love to see where your cats lay in the kitchen.
So multiple places. So the cats often, they go, Inky likes to go on the work surface, which he's not allowed to, he's not, but he does, and we let them do whatever they want. They do like sitting in the egg chair, the hanging egg chair, so Inky loves that. I think he likes the slight sway of it, but they sit wherever. They often sit on the floor, because there's underfloor heating, which is, yeah, very cool. They like that.
Okay, next question. Tell us about all the light fittings and the lamps, etc.
Oh, the lights. This is like one of my favorite things because I think definitely lighting makes space, and especially for me because I'm super particular about light, and like if it's too bright, it will really it just gives me headaches. The pendants in the kitchen are like a frosted kind of glass, so you can't see the bulb glaring at you, so it's like a bit softer. They're all dimmable to make them dim. I actually initially didn't want any, you know, like you get those LED spotlights in the ceiling. I initially didn't want any because I really don't like them, but Nabil does like light. We've got a couple of spotlights in the kitchen, but very minimal, and they're also on dimmers, so I never have them on, but Nabil can have them on if he needs them. But mostly it's just loads of lamps. Like, it's weird, you don't think of kitchens and you think of lamps, but I think kitchens require lamps, just that they're, you know, they're a part of your house and you want them to feel cozy and settling. I've also been putting fairy lights everywhere, love fairy lights, and you can get these projectors. So I've got like galaxy projectors that go on the ceiling, colourful LED strips, which look amazing when they're like behind a cove or something. We've got them, yeah, running along below the ceiling under a cove in another section, like zoning areas. So the electricians wired in some of them for us. They're connected to a switch. So the electricians wired the ceiling LED strips because they're so high up. But to make it cheaper, I asked them to put some plug sockets inside the kitchen cabinets so I could install my own LED strips. I just love lights so much, and they're all on dimmers. Just like get the ambience right.
Next question isn't really a question, but they'd love to see a view from behind the counter looking into the dining area. It's all so beautiful, they just want to see forever.
Ah, that's so nice. I love that. Yeah, it makes me very happy, this view. I enjoy it very much. And I got this wallpaper based on my friend Siobhan, who's a really cool interior designer who loves, she was on Interior Design Masters and does crazy, super cool, colourful stuff. So I was like, yeah. We went to her house and she's got the same mural that I've got over there. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get the same one so I can look out onto a jaguar whilst I'm baking to inspire me to always be like a jaguar. I think it's a jaguar. Yeah, it's a jaguar. Sometimes I used to call it a leopard or a tiger, but it's not that, it's a jaguar.
Why did you want the egg chair? And how was that installed?
Oh, the egg chair. Yeah, so I definitely always wanted an egg chair. So it's interesting because actually this part of the extension has a higher ceiling height because I think open plan spaces look so much better when your ceiling height varies, and it gives you a sense of zoning, a sense of drama as well, and it feels less static. So actually our existing house is like a normal height 60s house. It's not very tall ceilings at all. So here I was like, right, we're gonna go 3 meters. So it's 3 meters tall here. And because it's 3 meters tall, I thought, well, that's gonna look amazing with a hanging chair. So you've got a really long rope, it's dramatic. And also it just kind of makes you feel like you're slightly outdoors. It's magical, and I love anything that looks magical. And I thought I want to live in a magical fairy kingdom. I did ask them before the chair was put up to put a bit of wood or something in, so there's something to attach it to that's firm. And then the builders actually, so I bought, what's it called? The metal thing to hold it up. And then the builder just screwed it on. Oh, and also I just want to mention, please like and subscribe on this video. Add any other comments you have, because I don't think I'll be able to cover everything in here, but I'll probably do another video. So if you put in the comments any other questions you might have, I will get to them. And definitely like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that, because I've had a year, because of the renovation, I haven't been able to do as many videos or any. So now I've got the kitchen again. I am on it with the videos, and there'll be more. So if you subscribe, then you'll see them and you'll get to see more cool bakes, and it's all good here. It's a nice, happy place. Please join.
Okay, next question here, Joy. What features do you use / appreciate more than you thought you would?
Ooh, interesting question. I mean, a lot of it, I had I created a 3D model online. I mean, I suppose I got an instant boiling tap, which is amazing, and I knew it'd be useful, but I didn't realize exactly how useful it would be. And it's totally transformative, and I love it so much. Because before, I try and make a cup of tea, and you know, like you put the kettle on, a boiled kettle, and then you forget, and then you come back, and you're like, oh no, got to boil it again, and you forget, and you're like, oh no, I need to boil it again. So it's really hard to make a cup of tea, because there's so many steps. But with the instant boiling tap, it's like skips one of those steps. It's incredible. Highly recommend.
So Kim Joy, there's a lot of questions about the plants in your kitchen. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, plants. So luckily, during the renovation, because the renovation went on for way too long, so let's say 6 months, so it was like a year. So some of the plants suffered a little bit, but a lot of them have been springing back up. So I went back into like plant doctor mode. We've got lots of plants. It's just nice to have that greenery and bring that indoors and have something nice to like care for. I used to have an app and I named all the plants and it reminded me when to water them. But now I think I've become a lot more intuitive with my plants. So now I keep on top of it.
Can I please see how you store Tupperware / plastic boxes with lids? Mine are overflowing.
Oh, that is a very good, I think everyone has this problem. So yeah, I've got a cupboard filled with Tupperwares, and it was very organised at the beginning, but now it's like when you put in a new one, it's like there's a danger of things collapsing over. So yeah, pretty much all of our Tupperware is all like takeaway containers that we just reuse them. So that's why it keeps amassing and growing in size. So we probably do need to have a clear out of those things.
Who cleans up after you're done with creating things?
Ooh! Nabil's looking at me like, you're going to credit me? So I would say I do actually clean up after myself. I am a good human and responsible. But sometimes I'm not the best, and Nabil comes and helps me clean up. And he always tells me off because he says, I never clean the worktop properly because I just don't do it very efficiently. What?
You rarely tidy up after yourself.
I did yesterday.
Yeah, it's an event, Berkey.
It is an event, yeah.
Okay, question from the USA.
Ooh.
Show the outlets you guys have there. They're so different than in the USA.
Oh yeah, they are, because they're 3 pins. And you guys have like 2 pins. I got them gold to match, like brass technically. They're not real gold. That would be very cool, impressive, but no. I wouldn't spend on real gold sockets. Plug sockets is really important because I want the kitchen to look nice, but also be super functional. And what I love about the kitchen is there's a pillar, and I actually really wanted a pillar for that feeling of separation while still being open, and also it means I can have loads of plug sockets on the island. And ultimately islands, whatever you do, it will always accumulate a little bit of clutter or things that you kind of want to keep there, like, or if I've got my laptop on the island. And because of where the pillar's positioned, I can plug my laptop in on the island and have it hidden, slightly hidden from view from the rest of the space. So it's just a really cozy kind of nook over there that I can have my laptop and whatever junk I have. And yeah, loads of plug sockets, so I can plug in lamps, my KitchenAid, plug in all the things that you need to plug in.
So Kim Joy, tell us about the worktop and where did you get it from?
Oh, the worktop. So you can get quartz, which is actually man-made. It sounds like a natural stone. Well, quartzite is a natural stone, but quartz is actually man-made. It can scratch a little bit, and it's less resilient. So what I've actually got is Decton, which is similar to like porcelain, and I think it's like, I don't particularly know the science, but it's like compressed and really solid. So you can actually like cut on it, which is good. So like if you're using like cutting with a knife, like around some pastry on the surface, you're not going to scratch it because it's like similar strength to like diamond or something. You can actually technically put hot pans on it, but I don't really risk it. But if it's slightly hot, I put it on there, but you're meant to be able to put hot things on it. And this has also got like a texture to it. So it's not just like flat, so it feels really nice. And the veining itself looks really natural and it's matte. Totally non-porous. So we like put like curries on it, turmeric, food dyes. Because I'm messy, it's just great because you just clean it.
What is your favourite part of the kitchen? What's the best part?
Ooh, That is a really tricky question. My favourite part of the kitchen, I guess, I think it's just it as a whole. I don't think I could pick out one particular aspect. I just like how colourful it is. I like the vibe. I think the overall like colours and vibe and chillness. So I tried to cover as many of your questions as possible. And yeah, just hope you've enjoyed. And I hope that you enjoy your own homes. I hope you enjoy your own homes. I think that's a good sign off. Let's keep it. Bye.